And welcome back, everybody. It's nice to have Rabbi Dana Evan Kaplan on with me. He is an author, besides being over Temple B'nai Israel here as the rabbi. This is his 5th book, and he's going to have a special book signing tomorrow night, not in the morning, not in the afternoon, but tomorrow night. We'll give details more on that in just a moment. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Nice to see you.
Busy person. This is your 5th book. The other 4, do they lead up to the 5th book, or they're all completely different?
They do kind of lead up to it in that I have focused the first 3 on Reform Judaism, which is the more liberal denomination in Judaism, in terms of rejection of Jewish law, that Reform Judaism doesn't require observance of Jewish law. The 4th book, however, the one right before this, was the Cambridge Companion to American Judaism, which was much broader. And that led me up to this book, where I'm trying to expand my horizons and write about all of everything's going on in American Judaism today.
Changing a lot or not?
It's really changing tremendous amounts. In the last 20, 30 years, there's been a huge shift, primarily because people feel much freer to make their own decisions. Whereas when I was a child, I felt a lot of obligation to my parents, to my grandparents, tradition. And based on family loyalty, based on ethnicity, and just based on who you were, where you were born, what you were like. And now people are much freer. Just because I was born this way doesn't mean I have to stay that way. I can explore, I can change, I can become a Buddhist, I can become a Zoroastrian, I can do what
you look at all those different avenues in this new book.
Very unusual things. Hebrew tattooing, Jewish Buddhists, Jewish cremation services, which would be prohibited in Jewish law.
Right. So did you look mainly at this part of the country in the southeastern region, or did you look all over the country to see how different each section of the country is in relationship to what you wrote?
Well, a lot of the really weird stuff, of course, is happening out in California.
I didn't say that, you did. Okay.
But no, all around the United States. But what's happening elsewhere also affects us. And what's happening in Judaism affects Christians and Muslims and people of all different religions, because the same social pressures are being applied.
A lot of what you write in this new book, Contemporary American Judaism, did you do, I mean, of course, a lot of looking into things yourself, a lot of homework, but also just personal opinions for people around the country saying, you know, I stepped out from tradition and I fit into the pages of this book, or not? I loved getting some of the personal stories from people, and some of them were very... Even here locally from some people?
Yes. There's a number of what we could call spiritual autobiographies from local people. Peggy Posnick is featured, Gail Greenfield is featured, and each of these women have a couple of pages on.
Book signing is tomorrow night, 7:30 at Temple B'nai Israel. That's on Guillenville Road here in Albany, and you will just stay there until you run out of books and have to do another printing. You hope so, yeah. But your books are in most places around the country, are they not?
Correct. You can get them at Books A Million on Amazon.com.
And different information. You can also have a slideshow. There are a lot of photos in the new book, so you're going to show some of those as well.
And you know, people can see the photos, and you can really learn a lot about what's going on just from looking at them.
All right. So now that you've gotten to this point in American Judaism, is there going to be something? Is there going to be a book 6?
There is.
You've already started it, haven't you? I can look at your face and tell. Okay, you're a busy guy. Rabbi, good to see you. Thanks for being on today. Once again, the book signing, Temple B'nai Israel on Guillenville Road tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Wine and cheese reception, and also you can meet the author of all the books. Carla, back to you.
All right, thank you so much. Well, it's a sure sign the holidays are right around the corner. A popular